like the life I live. Let's talk about it. Alright, I'm always on the grind. Yeah, let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Wanna talk about it. Yeah, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. Okay, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it.
God body, what's the business? His tiller, knowledge is the key. Man, what up, world? We up late. We up late. Popping.
Late night hype, man. Late night hype, man. What's popping? Salute to all the kings, queens, gods, and goddesses out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's on the road to living a peaceful journey and trying to bring that same type of energy to everybody else, man. Knowledge, what's happening?
Undoubtedly, y'all are definitely here rocking with us at the Raw Truth. Tonight, man, we're gonna talk about King Von. King Von. We're gonna be talking about Lil Jay being outed. King Von, man, mate, let's get right off top. They must be coming up with a documentary. It must be a King Von movie coming because I have never seen it where a artist jail footage of them breaking cuffs, slipping out of cuffs, jumping people, saying that they gay so they don't have to be in a certain environment with other people. I've never seen this type of stuff be released from jail. I've never seen this happen. I mean, yeah, and what it been saying, man, it's the return of the truth. Like so, with this King Von thing, like I said, we can't show him breaking out of the cuffs and beating this dude up. But why do you think with his passing, why do you think they would be dropping some footage like that? Is there a movie coming? Is there a documentary about King Von's life on the way? I mean, what's the business? Or is this some type of drama? Yeah, or is there a bigger point to it?
I think at this point it's safe to say that King Von has probably reached a point of infamy, right? When they don't want to let you die in peace and just let you be, it's kind of like you reach a point of infamy. You're big, you're more than famous. You know what I'm saying? You're an entity. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my guy Dirty Mac. I'm gonna speak to his we're gonna get it. I'm gonna say this first before we get into all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to Dirty Mac because his sentiments about the masters and the music industry conspiracy, some would call, but we know it's actually real life shit going on. When you become a problem, you know what I'm saying? For certain people that's in power as an artist, you know, they will take you out. I don't know if I should be saying that, but I'm saying it. You know, we've seen time after time bodies drop for one reason or not, but they always pretty much painted as some type of black on black crime shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's masked at. But we can also say that it's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to start by saying that. Now, first off, shame on these police departments. Shame on these sheriff's departments. Because they the ones who leaked this information. This stuff don't body cam. One of, you know, I seen a body cam video of King Von refusing housing. You know what I'm saying? A body cam video.
Body cam.
You know. Shame on that department. Now they might want to blame it on one bad egg and everything like that, but you trained that person. You condition that person to be who they are. The same way our culture has an environment that molds our young men into who they are. With the help of the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna start right there. with shame on those sheriff's departments for even having those type of people on the staff that will put that shit out there. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna pass that to you.
Yeah, most definite, man. Most definite. So it made me research a little bit. I like to find out where things are. I think to figure out where things are, a lot of times you got to figure out where it started. So O Block has become like a huge thing that a lot of people know about. So in researching O Block, I learned that O Block became O Block because they had a guy named O.D. Perry that was killed from this place. He was so glorified from that area, they actually named the whole hood O Block off of O.D. Perry. Now there also was a rival faction where FBG, Duck, and all those guys are from, where some guy named Tucker. His name is used real popular in Chicago. Tucker got killed. So,
Mm.
however,
And he was a kid.
and he was a kid. I think 14 or 15. Yeah,
Yeah, he was a kid.
he definitely was a kid. So when you start looking at these murders and you look at how King Von was at this time and them speaking on what King Von mindset was, because you could see he was bro was on it. I don't care what somebody would deny. Even the footage they put him in, he's always making sure that he has the upper hand on whatever. But he not
Mm.
hesitating though. You don't really see no hesitation. Like he laughing, um, telling men they want him to suck, they blow their thing and all this. He telling the police like yeah, they asked him, you want us to get you out of here because of your sexual orientation? He like, yeah, they
Yeah.
trying to make me blow this and this and that. But then you see him getting out of cuffs, whooping people who cuffed up. Bro, you gonna have a lot of people, man. When you live in that kind of life, yeah, you might be in a cell with a few people. You like, man, even gonna beat me until they try to kill. Like, and I know I don't have no. It's too many of them. Now, the real nigga mentality is gonna say, go up in there. Dude he didn't do it like that, you know. And it's the OG way say, hey, you you gotta go in there and fight. If you're doing it out in the streets, you gotta go that way. But I think also we the only people who think that fighting fair is winning the fight. Like I don't think nobody else. You know, this is something else that I question. I think you fight wars to win wars. You don't fight wars to make sure they fair. So he did a great job of self preservation. But with that being said,
Mhm.
man, I haven't seen I ain't seen no flaws in King Von Armor, and I think they come from a rough place in Chicago, bro. A very rough place to build that mentality. With that being said, man, I'm gonna let you pick up from there.
Yeah, man. Like you said, the OGs and situations like we've seen King Ron in, shit with the handcuff thing, shit, hey, that shit happens, right? And then even with the other part of him refusing housing for his sexual orientation, that happens too. I myself have been in the penitentiary, so I've seen how people operate in there. Um,
Oh, so
it's the
you didn't
world
see
in the,
somebody say that
so,
they sexual
I mean,
orientation?
I done
Yeah,
seen, I done seen people refuse housing for many reasons, right? So
yeah.
some people be playing chess in there, right? So you have, say you don't want to go, so say you get on a transport bus and you don't know where you're going until you actually get to where they about to tell you you're going, and you can't really contact nobody. So say you don't want to get on, so you don't want to be on their yard, you gonna refuse housing. Period. Nah, I can't be here. Some people might lie, which in this situation, uh, I would say far as in the excuse that he used to refuse housing was not the truth. We gonna say that. We don't believe that was the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody was actually trying to. Well, some people may be trying to cast a little image on, like, man, that nigga was gay. He said it out his own mouth. Right, but I don't believe that was the truth of why he didn't want to go in there. You know what I'm saying? The reason being because he know what he does. He know what he been doing.
Yeah.
And right there, it's places. It's county jails and shit like that in prisons that they got guards, right? That if they don't like you or something like that, yeah, they'll set you up for failure.
Yeah.
So in that case right there, they were really trying to set him up for failure. Now, on the other end, shit, I got a little bit of that OG in me, far as in, nigga, if you rocking like that, if you're a grimy, filthy nigga in the world, be a grimy, filthy nigga in that pen.
Yeah.
And he showed he showed where he could be that grimy nigga, right? Yeah. But he also showed what is called self-preservation, but which will be misunderstood as scariness.
Yeah.
In the pen, scary ass nigga. Scary ass nigga didn't want to come here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I guarantee you. The niggas on the other side of the door.
Yeah, they rock that.
Bitch ass nigga. That's what I'm saying. Bitch ass nigga didn't want to come up here. That's what they were saying. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. You know what I'm saying, to the fallen king. You know, but you know that's what if you done been in the pen, you done seen a situation like that, you already know what the niggas on the other side of the door is saying. And you know what the other niggas on the other side of the door is gonna send out to the world. Yeah, that scary ass nigga didn't want to come up in here, nigga. I had to and niggas gonna be lying. Yeah, I told that bitch ass nigga that. Niggas gonna be putting on extras. Niggas gonna be putting on extras. You know what I'm saying? Like they done really ran the nigga off the unit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, it's a whole story behind that. You know what I'm saying? But until the video came out, motherfuckers done been lying about that shit. I promise you, it's niggas been like that was on that unit that's done went to other places and lied about it.
Real talk.
And lied about how it went down. You know what I'm saying? But past that, man.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna stay fluid with this.
We stand very fluid. I want to work on what we can do to change the narrative. What can we do to change the narrative, man? Because everything is, you know, the gossip, the drama, these are the popular things. Learning something is like it's out of there. But we want to learn from people's failures. So if we can learn from King Von's life of what we've seen as far as the war in Chicago, we've seen how many bodies didn't drop, how numb the youth become because of all these people. I'm talking about, bro, every time you turn around, somebody dies.
I got you.
RP the Trouble, man. Trouble 2 times, North Dallas, man. RP to that guy, man. But it's like a consistent thing. Like, what can we do to change it? Yeah.
You see how intelligent that man is?
Who?
King Von.
Oh yeah, man.
You see the video.
Very intelligent.
Listen, bro.
Very
intelligent. See how intelligent that young man is? You see how intelligent he was?
God body.
It's up to us. You asking the question, but we are the answer. Motherfuckers like us are the answer. Motherfuckers like us that, you know what I'm saying, actually take the time out to actually speak to a different narrative. Right? You know, I don't know what everybody else do. I work for a motherfucking living.
But I gotta say this. I gotta say this because we're talking about Chicago, King Von. We talking about a very low tolerance or patience for any error, for nothing. Yeah, bro. You talking about people that's not going. So speaking on that, I think it's crazy because I got on all blue today. But I get a call early this week. You know, ring, ring, ring. Hey, what's popping with you? Somebody took offense to the word popping. Shout out to that part too. You know, we know who he is. But in the day, I'm just saying, end of the day, if we speak on half of the things that actually take place around us, it's so many BS, so much BS, bro. Yeah, bro, you almost can be placed in bad situations by default, and people actually hope that you like fall in the like expect like I feel sorry for this. I don't feel sorry for the successful people, but for the people who have gotten a certain amount of success to where you end up like in King Von's situation, like bro, with his mentality, he was very intelligent, but with his mentality, it was almost gonna be impossible to stay free, stay lit. Yeah, when you live in that world and you choose and you own that world and you stomp down like they say that, bro, it's not too many ways out of that. But we want to portray these images and act like it's several ways. Like we are allowing young people not to use that intelligence to protect yourself, to fight and go down for hoods. In the end of the day, we'll never own any of the hood land. Yeah, I've never seen nobody claim a hood, bro, and went back and bought the hood up. Rollo was the only person I think that done something even close. But you know,
Right.
did Dirk buy O Block? I mean, well, what's
I don't know. I know 2 Chainz bought that pink ass house
he did do that.
down in Atlanta.
He did do that.
He bought it. I know 2 Chainz done bought us some shit down there. I think Jeezy done bought up a little bit of shit. I don't know what exactly. It might not necessarily be he don't put the money. You know, you got a little baby putting the money back in the community. We just talked about that not too long ago.
Yeah.
So we is gonna, you know, hats off to the guys that we know that have done things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shout out to the guys that have done things that we don't know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but yeah, I mean, shit, we got to, when I said earlier, when I was saying it was us, that is the answer, because every chance we get to get at these youngsters,
yeah,
we get at them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not in no disrespectful way or nothing like that, but just try to curb their appetite for something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right.
That's cool, but at the same time, bro, you know what I'm saying? And have passion when you talking to these. Anytime you having a conversation with somebody, make sure you have that passion with it, because they need to feel where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? We can't be afraid to share our life experiences with our youngsters. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if they're yours that's in your house or some that's on the street.
That's what I want to ask you.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this right quick.
Yeah.
When I got out the pen and I went back home to North Carolina, shout out to the Trefo, man. Shout out to the Trefo, Winston-Salem, North Carolina 336. That's my hometown. But I went back home, and my oldest son, he was getting in trouble. Right. As I'm moving around the city and taking them with me, showing them the people that this is my son, they like, damn, this your son? Oh man, if I would have known that he was your son, then I would have da. Let's not make that a normal ass statement. If I would have known that was your son, you shouldn't have to know their parents to talk to them. You ain't got to try to check them. Talk to them. It shouldn't take for me to have to know that your son is your son and see him out there by the basketball court and not tell him how to shoot the ball right. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. You see, you out here, you see him doing it, and you know how to do it. Tell him how to do it.
And you could run it because
go ahead.
Yeah. So
I know we got the hard heads.
No, I ain't talking about the hard heads. We got to practice not caring to offend. Not caring to offend. If something is true, it's just true. If you're trying to teach somebody how to shoot, and you say hold it like this, or are you trying to teach them something that this is skill, and another person is another coach, and they might get offended that you teaching them because they teach them this way. You trying to teach them a new way. We got to get to a point where we don't fit. Just because I teach something don't mean if somebody's bringing it another way, guess what? They might be a part of a puzzle, a part to a clue, or something that's going to help down the road. We don't always have to be right or don't have to be offended by everything. Bro, it seems like people so offended by so much now. God body. What's up, Solo Drill? What's popping?
Peace,
yeah, peace,
man,
guys.
peace.
Hey, I know Dirty said he got the cookbook. I didn't get it yet though. Shit. I'm trying. Yeah, I need the link to know where the cookbook at too. But Hey, yeah, but yeah, man, we just
I can't get the damn cookbook.
look, you know
Everybody
what I'm
need to
saying?
cook.
Yeah, we got to talk
You know what I
about it
mean?
for real. We got to talk about it, but
You gonna put your feet to the fire.
all the way
You
on
gonna
there,
put your
man. But
feet to the
we
fire.
got to get to a point, bro. We don't care about offending. Like, if something is right, it's right. It doesn't matter if the truth offends or if it comes off offensive. And you know, we have to change the narrative. We can't keep making it look like they trying to call King Von a serial killer, bro. I don't look at it and say it's a serial killer, but are these the things that we glorifying in our society? Because now they showing things that was going on in jail. They showing what the Lil Jay. We're gonna talk about him next. You know, yeah, it makes it almost look like we glorifying something that, you know what I'm saying. It needs to be talked about and discussed, but it doesn't need to be a glorifying type thing, man. And we gotta quit worrying about letting the truth offend. All of this negative stuff that comes at us, we never act like it's offensive. We don't act like it's offensive, but the moment somebody speaks something that's real, it's offensive. Everybody running away. They out of there. They don't even want to hear it, man.
Well, the truth is, sometimes just disrespectful, all in. Hold up.
Most definitely. Greed is God body. Solar drill. Yeah, man. Yeah. So tonight, God, is what we've been speaking about is King Von. There's a lot that go on in Chicago. So was footage that happened where he got into a fight in jail, but he broke some cuffs. He didn't break the cuffs. He slipped out of the cuffs and beat somebody that was cuffed. So end of the day, we just speaking on why would this footage be leaked after this guy has been, he's been deceased. He's dead. Why would this stuff be coming out? Did happen while he was in jail? Is there a documentary? Is there a movie on his life? Is there some great reason that could actually be where this footage is coming out now that this man is deceased, or is it to perpetuate other young people into having this type of mentality? Because it is a lot of mentality that come from we majority of us are from broken places where you're gonna incur violence. You're gonna incur and run across the moral mentality. The majority of us went through schools that actually were institutions where we learn how to wake up early. We learned how to basically be at work, but it didn't teach us anything that we really could grasp and hold for the future to make things better for us. So we're just looking to change the narrative. What can we do to
Well,
start? Yeah,
let's face it. All they did was put out there what they know the youngsters want to see. Right? So it's like, and I understand what you're saying, because it's like, how do we change their appetite for that shit?
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Can you hold somebody responsible? You see what I'm saying? Are you willing to hold yourself responsible in some form or fashion, right? Because I myself have put myself in a position where I took myself out of my son's life, and therefore it made him trend down a lane that I had went down, right?
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So I have to look at that, right, and understand my role in the journey my son has taken, right? And then I have to adapt, and with the sons and daughters that I have up under here, try to give them more, right?
yeah.
Not saying I can't never make up for that though. I gotta understand that too, but I don't beat myself down though. I just keep on pushing. But that's why I might overdo it, because I'm talking to all the kids. You hear me? Anytime I get a chance, hey, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just to say, hey, speak to them right to where they comfortable the next time they see you. And next time they see you, we had a conversation. The easiest person to talk to is a stranger. Easiest person to talk to is a stranger, because they don't know nothing about you. So all they can judge you off is what you say. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to be understanding your point of view, which a lot of us as youngsters didn't have, was somebody to actually talk to and tell them how we was feeling, what we was going through. We got to let them know it's really, really okay to be off that bullshit, though. You know what I'm saying? We got to challenge challenge our artists, challenge our artists. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get on y'all Kendrick Lamar shit. You know what I'm saying? Start talking about some, and don't just make it 1 or 2 songs on your motherfucking album. Start just flooding the if they start just flooding the motherfucking record labels with all this positive energy shit, what the fuck is they gonna do? They gonna just stop playing everybody? They can't just stop playing everybody. They too greedy.
And that's real, child.
And we have to understand, if we talk about vibration like that, what is music? What is music? It's vibrational. Now, Dirty, shout out to my nigga Dirty Mac, because I know what he said. He go like, God damn it, Tiller, you demonize and I love it. But at the same time, we have to be honest. Just in visuals too, we got to show, we got to present them something different that's worth having, right? You know what I'm saying? Worth having. That's worth having.
I think heavily. I'm talking about heavily. I think definitely it is a method to these young people madness. What I learned from the young people is this: a lot of the older people, bro, became complacent. They became complacent, like big time complacency. So in that complacency, what you have is we have a overdeveloped system that works so hard. Like during the industrial age, so many coal mines were so much pollution and damage and different things has taken place to the environment that we live in. So these kids are pretty much knowing if things continue at the rate that they're going now, it's something in their biological clock saying either tear this up completely. I respect the lack of fear that they have. They gonna figure it out no matter what. They not taking the old way and just digesting it and saying it's cool. I respect and love that part of it. I just wish the energy was directed to a greater way. You know, I just don't like when they look at people that look like them and they have so much hate and that frequency is on that, but then you direct it towards the wrong thing. We gotta we have to capture that radiant energy and redirect that energy to where it actually flourishes and becomes something greater. It is a great frequency. The frequency on the earth is getting higher. The Schumann's resonance. The earth is vibrating on a higher frequency. Some people can feel it, some people can't. I mean, it depends on where you are. Yeah, where you are at this point in time. But I think we're at a great point in time, and like I say, I love seeing how the young people are fearless. How they are different. I like seeing a lot. I just think we got to direct. We just got to redirect that energy for real.
Yeah, we on that. We on that. Our culture is on that hit miss, like the younger generation. And the reason why I say hit or miss, because when they do it good, they do it damn good. You hear me? They do it damn good.
Yeah.
I'm talking about anything you talking. They do it damn good. I'm talking about record breaker after record breaker. They do it good.
Yeah.
Right. But like shit, our ill ones is our ill ones, right? So we have to also just as a whole take credit for all of it and understand, like accept all of it and understand what.
What do you think about the question that I just put up there? I didn't mean to stop you. What do you think about that?
Yes. Channeling. You gotta see that emotional intelligence. You gotta know how to take your emotions, right? Man, shout out. You gotta shout out to King Show, man. What's happening?
God body.
That's a great statement though. Solar, Drea Queen. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's imperative that our youngsters understand how to take what they feel, right, and channel it and use their talents, right? Take your emotion, right? channel it towards your talents, and use it to progress, to transcend, to elevate, right? You want to prove how strong you is, right? Show me that you can dig yourself out the hood. You see what I'm saying? Show me that you can stay focused. Go to school. You know what I'm saying? Niggas still gotta go to school. So goddamn. That's what sometimes on one end we demonize the school system, but at the same time, what the fuck else do you got for them to do during the day for 8 hours? That'll take their mind off the other shit, right? That they can interact with other young people that's talking about something other than what's on the motherfucking block. You feel me? So we still have to encourage them to be educated, because you ain't nowhere in here you gonna be emotionally intelligent if you ain't educated.
Golden rule. Golden rule.
Don't make
So
no
I
sense.
so here we go there, because you say you gotta have something else to do, bro. If you're not putting currency in these young people's hand, with all the things they want, but they're not really willing to work. The men have not been taught responsibility. And I'm definitely not saying about a woman. I want to watch what I say here, because, hey, brother, there's a frequency where everything is sensitive, very sensitive. So I definitely am far from wanting to put a division between the man and the woman. Definitely not the case. But a lot of, just say it like this, a lot of women raise sons that they wouldn't want to date. They raise sons that they wouldn't want to date. They don't raise a son that's gonna have to wash dishes sometime. They might have to sweep, pick up, take out the trash, cut the lawn. A lot of times, but they're not aware. They don't have the emotional awareness that a man has. They don't have the testosterone. I ran across a few things, brother, that I want to question. I almost want to, yeah, I'm gonna do something over the weekend. But end of the day, there's a balance where that feminine energy is needed. There's a balance where the masculine energy is needed. They have taken the masculine energy completely out of communities, basically, for years, where it's been non-existent. The only way it existed is where it was negative. Here, man, hustle this, go get this. So if we don't start finding businesses in business ways to introduce the youth to, while you're actually trying to teach them, well, we have to learn about financial literacy. Like, there's a lot of things we're going to have to pick up and start introducing to the youth, because they're not going to do it in school. You know, in school, they will never teach them about financial literacy. They'll never teach them anything in reference to real spirituality, that your spirit is really located inside of you. It's not inside of a book. Nowhere in this. Yeah, it's just a developed mindset, a developed thing. And, you know, I think we just got to change the narrative. We on the way, but like, what are we going to do to change the narrative? Because, yeah, man, if the only thing we glorify is the bravery, like I say, I love the bravery from the youth, even with the rap stuff. Like I said, if Dirty would feel like we're tearing down the youth if we spoke on the rap thing and made it like we were blaming the young people. We would never blame the youth for what they go through. Like we could throw that out the window. But however, you got to be held responsible. If you play a certain part of something and you keep it perpetuated, but man, they have to perpetuate it because it's never ending. If somebody kills somebody close to you and then you kill somebody close to them, the only way it ends is when everybody dead, bro. I don't know how you know, where else do we go with that? God body.
Yeah, yeah. So I was kind of gonna speak on like that part. Women don't raise men that they want to be with, but they actually raise men that they have been with, right? Mm-hmm. So if a woman knows what a good man looks like, right? Even if she end up being a single mother, she knows what a good man looks like.
Yeah.
Right. So she might be a single mother that you don't really see messing with nobody. You see what I'm saying? Because she ain't bringing nobody around her kids. Or if she do something, it's away from the crib. You ain't never coming to a crib.
Mm-hmm.
She cool with she might be cool with going to a telly. You think you're doing something, but it's like shit. No, I don't want you around my kids anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? As men, we have to do better at making sure we solidify our position as a father. Really, whether you stay in the house or outside the house. If you stay outside the house, you better do your damnedest. Try everything you can, man. Try everything you can and keep the communication line open. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if all they do is call for money. You answer if you can do it or not. And be honest.
Yeah.
If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. But even when you can't, make them understand why. Shit, explain it to them. Guess what? I didn't get a whole bunch of motherfucking explanations about why the fuck I couldn't have something. No. Shit, no. Put that shit back. All right. Damn.
I'm saying,
you know.
Hold on. Bro, I think that's a whole other topic. I ain't mean to stop you on that. That's a whole nother topic. But I don't know, because now I see that both ways, right? It's kind of like the preacher kids. A lot of time they end up being the worst ones. If you can't buy something, do you owe an explanation for something like that? Like
explaining the situation. Now you ain't got to be like, well, shit, baby, if I go buy them Jordans, then I ain't gonna be able to pay rent or da 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 da. You ain't got to be
away
that
the opportunity for misunderstanding. Real talk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just explain to them it's not because I don't love you. It's not none of that shit.
Yeah.
Right? Because that shit plugs in quick. Because especially when the kid is sitting there looking at TV all day and all they see is motherfuckers living like a certain way.
Yeah.
And they getting shit and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That it plugs into their mind. So now here your son coming out the room. All of a sudden he want to do something he ain't never. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, what you know about that? You don't know nothing about it. You ain't never said nothing. Where you heard it? You know what I'm saying? That's how because they picking up those ideas and things from what they see, right? So we have to make sure that we're presenting in the right manner, not just saying no. All right, nah. But I'm telling you right now, this is why you can't get this right now.
And that's real. We got to start being more emotionally responsible,
especially if you outside the house. Yeah, I can send you $100, but it might be in 2 weeks though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to handle. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because on a consistent basis, bro, we got to start being more emotionally responsive to the young people too. And I think we got to be more responsible for not just our homes. If we're gonna build nations, we got to be more responsible for things everywhere. We can't just act like, but you got to get your house right first. So it's a crazy thing. But I say, man, we got to be more emotionally there for the young people because they face a lot more now than we had to face. But at the same time, we make time for TV. We make time for getting out, kicking it, doing certain things, man. So we do got to start spending time in, I think business, financial literacy, especially right now. If you're not learning how, when I say financial literacy, understand that I'm talking about planting gardens, learning how to build, roof, wood, economics, political science, anything that could help you grow. I look at like it's economical. It's economical. It's creating growth. It's producing something. I think with the young people, we definitely have to focus there because they have minds where they ready to blossom, bro. They ready to boom a different type way. We have to like we supposed to be the indigo children. We were supposed to be the ones that come out here and say, Christian, all this stuff that y'all gave us, we gonna blaze a whole new trail. Once we blaze that trail, these star seeds gonna come back in here and clean it up and get it all the way correct. But we got to do our job. Like we got to start connecting with these young people from a different way and let them know it's okay to be different. It's okay yeah, pass the but man, let me put this up here. God body. Solar drill. This is exactly what we got to do. We have to learn how to pass the baton correctly. Correctly.
Man.
Like live our purpose. There's a lot of people out there who don't care to live their purpose. Their purpose is to get money. Their purpose is to have a big house, to do certain things, and they don't even know how to do that. This is the crazy part of it. The majority of people that holler get money, technically don't even know how they going. Yeah, so it's a weird thing. But if we gonna pass
You
this
think
baton,
about how. Go ahead, my bad.
yeah, no, I'm just saying if we're gonna pass the baton correctly, we have to give them something to go on. Like we know they're not accepting any of the nonsense that was brought beforehand. Throw that out the trash. The youth is not yeah, they not pulling for it. Like we're gonna have to be real with them. Like it's gonna take the raw truth for this next generation of people. We're not gonna be able to be timid. Yeah, money, love, and energy exchange until it is abused, it becomes demonic. Whoa, man. Hey, she be on some real deal. I mean, it is, and
I
it's
like that.
yeah.
I like that. Because it's like this. I do some work for you,
right
and
there.
you pay me a nice little amount of money.
Yeah,
I feel real appreciated. I feel really appreciated. I work for you anytime, right?
yeah.
But guess what? I do some work for you, and you end up shortchanging me. Guess what? Now. What's up? What's up with it, man? What's up with it?
Say what's up with
Yo, Fresh right there.
Say what's up. All right.
What's going on, man?
All right, yeah,
But yeah,
bro. Yeah,
you know,
back on that.
you went.
Uh-huh.
So the person that got the money a lot of times be the person that can control, you know what I'm saying, the outcome of situation, right? Bro, we done had the conversation about when I was in the slammer, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing some work for a nigga. He don't want to pay me right. So now I feel like I gotta do something to justify my means of what the fuck I've been doing. Cause I really ain't got shit to show for what the fuck I've been doing. Cause this nigga ain't been handling his business. So now what that do? That put some bullshit in my heart. So now I have to go to a place that I shouldn't even have to go, right?
Yeah.
But so I take it to a place. Now we have an issue. Now it's an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you mishandled the money part. I did my issue. Like she said, money is love and an energy exchange.
Yeah.
Until it's abused, it becomes demonic.
Yeah.
That's when it's like that lust for the money, right? Will
Yeah.
make you handle a motherfucker the wrong way, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The lust for money got niggas out here chasing the bag instead of chasing their son down the football field because he's scoring a touchdown. You see what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. We got some guys out there doing their thing. And shout out to them. But we talking about the guys that, you know, right now I'm talking about the guys that ain't, that choose to chase other shit. You know what I'm saying? Chase the bag and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, Future dissing Russell Wilson. How the fuck is you dissing this nigga? And he got your son all the fucking time, nigga.
Yeah.
All the fucking time, nigga. Cause you didn't do his mama right, nigga.
Yeah.
Cause you didn't do his mama right. And she decided to go somewhere. Now you mad, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. It shouldn't be nothing bad said about the man, bro. At least he treating your son right, bro. He could be over there fucking him, nigga. Yeah. How about that? What if he was over there fucking him? Yeah. Niggas be acting weird, bro. I'm just saying, my bad. I apologize. I apologize, man.
Sure,
Yeah, I apologize to anybody that's talking, man. I be getting passionate about shit. You know what I'm saying? But for real, we gotta stop with the nonsense. The people who You see how much bread Future got, bro, and you continue to entertain and throw nonsense out there, bro. When you're actually supposed to be a role, they done put you in a role model position. You put yourself in a role model position because you want everybody to look at fucking you, right?
Yeah.
You want everybody to look at you. So look at me. I got people following my trend. You say that all the time. You're a trend setter, okay, right? So yeah, set a good trend. Set a good trend.
But
how about that? Go ahead.
Future does have what they call money, though, right? He got money, right?
And what they say?
So she said, money is love and a energy exchange until it is abused and it's demonic. Not nice. So listen to what we're saying here. I have to break this down. Like let me put this back up, bro, because this was a dope thing. She said that put you on a frequency. All right. End of the day, though, bro. Think of a lot of things that billionaires or very rich people, what they own, they do. Is there a single billionaire in this world that became a billionaire without trampling over somebody, without stepping on somebody? Like, can you achieve? And then I want to get to this, because speaking on that comment, government is something to set up to distribute the wealth evenly. This is the only, you go look up the definition of government. See, we think this wealth is something, we're forgetting that if they say the economy's bad, the grass is still growing outside. Apples is still growing. Without the damage that we're doing to the planet actually is made where it reheals itself, just like our skin. Like, we not real. If we cut ourselves, your skin will start healing at a certain point. Everything that we have is regenerating. So the wealth that we think exists,
to a degree.
What doesn't regenerate?
You can't grow no finger back. You cut your finger off, it won't just grow back.
But see that now, but now we speaking a.
I said to it.
Yeah,
that's why I said it to
you know what I'm saying. We speaking a unnatural phenomenon. You go cut, man. You cut your head off, you can't grow your head back. I mean, this is the problem.
But a lizard can.
Yeah,
but a lizard can.
If you cut the lizard head off, it's gonna grow back.
The tail.
Yeah. It ends with the tail, though. It can grow. A lizard can grow another tail. Yeah. Well, you right. You right about that. I don't know. I think it's questionable. I think we have a lot of abilities that we haven't tapped into as well. But speaking on that, man, like we get back to this. What was I thinking? That totally flew off the handle somewhere. Let me get back to her comment, because it definitely was there. Yeah, because I wanted to get that. I wanted to talk about money, bro. I wanted to talk about that because I wanted to say we don't ever need to put ourselves. Here we go. Money is love. God body. Shout out to Soulja. Yeah. So jeez. One of them nice for real. All right. So look, people. Yeah, it's crazy word. All right. But yeah, bro. So money is love. We got to be in the frequency where we're open, where we're welcoming in and resonating a certain way where we can bring in wealth. Now, that could be growing. Like I say, anything that's growing, but we have to be at an open place for the wealth. Please be at an open place for it, because if you're poor, if you're thinking with lack, if you think that it's not going to rain next week, you bring in more worry, you bring in more frustration. We have enough of that. Where we from? So I don't want to say things about money that turns people off, but I definitely wanted to get into the abuse that she speak on, because we are the main people that wear Jordans. We do all the consumer stuff, but we don't do any of the preparation producing. It's not there for us. Like, so we have to get to a point. We have to, it's time. Like, it's time. When they say the last shall be first and the first shall be, right now is the time where we can make anything happen that we think, and it's real. It's other times that this was put out here, but it really wasn't real. It's like Yeah, and we can show each other. We can show each other, build each. It's a certain, but it's a mentality. We got to get rid of this old mentality. We got to pour out all that old stuff and come back in with something
Mm-hmm.
new. Like it's time to redo this, but there's nothing under the sun that's not possible. Like it's nothing under the sun, but the money, there is plenty of rituals on the money that would make a person say, yeah, it's more a little, it's a little over my pay grade, to say the least. I would never get on here and talk about the rituals that were done with none of that, because the only thing I can see and know now is that some people are so far caught in this matrix that they don't understand that their thoughts actually attract the money. They don't understand that
Mm-hmm.
their actions that they do every day, whatever you do habitually, attracts you and gets you to where you are. They don't understand that energy exchange. So it's difficult. It's difficult. Yes, speaking, but I definitely think we need to get rid of the mentality where we on the phone wearing the chains. This, we selling money to the rest of the world, and then we don't have it. We don't really have it
Right.
where we live at. I think it's time to stop being little Mobutu. Send him $5.99, $30 a month, and you feeding little Mobutu. It's it's out with that part of that. But yeah, man, we appreciate the energy, Solid Drill.
Damn.
Yeah, man, but bro, your closing statements on tonight, bro. We didn't even get to Lil Jay. I don't want to offend the community, the LGBT. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to offend the community. And a lot of people say that they taking the T off of. I don't know. Like I think it's some little beef amongst they don't the ones who want to compete with the girls and who feel like the women and the transgender should compete, like they saying that they don't want to be called. Yeah, yeah, to say at least, I live a minimalistic lifestyle. My money is real talk, God body.
Indeed, for real.
Yeah, yeah, God
we
body.
we can preach that. That's something that can be definitely reiterated a lot. You know what I'm saying? The pros, the 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 value in living a minimalist lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? To where you're actually taking your money and using it for a real purpose and not and not just buying the latest J's or getting your money so you can get your a Louis bag or whatever or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But my closing statements on tonight, you know what I'm saying? With the King Von situation, at this point in time, I'm like same thing with Pop, man. Let the man go on here, rest in peace. Uh, if it's a documentary, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it is. Hey, hopefully whatever money's generated goes to his damn family. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the things that were showed on the video that we couldn't show, you know what I'm saying? That's how our prison life is. That's how the jail life is. You know what I'm saying? People in there will do anything to get the ups, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna take advantage, you know what I'm saying? You know, the situations be a little different, you know what I'm saying? You gotta survive in there. So people gonna do whatever they gotta do to survive in there. You know what I'm saying? Uh yeah, we ain't even get it to the Lil J, but we have to continue to have open communication with our youngsters so they don't become a King Von in a sense of being still talked about, but really in a negative manner. You see what I'm saying? Even with the serial killer thing, you know what I'm saying? Let's let's be serial entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure our kids is on the path to being serial creators. You know what I'm saying? To where we
God
actually
body.
we serial producers.
God body.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We got something positive coming up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the know-how, and a lot of them are willing to listen. They just need a little bit of guidance. You know what I'm saying? And we have to understand what our role is and make sure that we take advantage of every opportunity to make our imprint a positive imprint on our youngsters, because you never know what they're going through.
Real
That's it.
sir. In closing, man, my closing statement tonight, man, is this. Shout out to Chicago, because what we speaking on tonight is, the area that they gave y'all, they designated and called it Chicago. So shout out to Chicago first and foremost. What's up to the goddess Kalita? We knew her from up there. But man, with the King Von thing, it's like this. They grew up in a place, and I'm also put Lil Jay out there and throw him in this mix too, because uh when you send young God body, peace goddess, and we're very great talking. We definitely gonna tap in with you too. But to go into this, when you put people in an underprivileged, under resourced type environment for years, and then you throw young people in systems of jail where they're incarcerated from the times that they 13, 12 years old. Of course, you're gonna find a lot of these men grow up and they're gonna mess with men because they've been around men and around this gay culture, this kind of culture for a lot of their life. And yeah, so I didn't mean to offend. Yeah, we definitely want to watch the lingo, but hey, to say this, to say the least, it creates a culture where, yeah, the only thing they trying to do is survive. They try not to be victims to this, but they end up having a liking, and then want in so many people. There's so many people in this world that do things. They do things in private that they wouldn't want people to know in public. And if you are one of those people, I will say this: we're in the Aquarian age where almost nothing will be hidden. Like, so if it's anything that people have out there that you like, I want to do this kind of stuff in the private, but it won't become public, man, you're in the wrong time. I'm sorry, like, you were probably born in the wrong era, especially if you want to be a public figure. Or you can be a private person, but everything is public. Man, there be people are becoming spiritual to a point to where they can see everything that's going on with a person. I mean, women have been privy to this type of feeling for a long time. A dude cheating, your girl call you right when you finna, enter in, phone start ringing. That's your girl, bro. We've been feeling these type of energies, but now they're getting to the point where they're getting stronger. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. So, I look at the whole thing. I wish they would let Von Soul move and keep doing what it needs to do. Let that man live whatever, because the negativity they try to put here. But with the Lil Jay, I say I'm happy we didn't get too far into that, because the only thing we doing was, yeah, I don't want to talk about a man sitting on that man's lap in jail. That's not even really a conversation to have. But you're right, intuition and discernment. So with that being said, yeah, I want us to keep growing. Like, we're gonna heal and build. We're gonna each one teach one. We're gonna be just like those trees. At the bottom of those trees, when they hit those roots, when another tree is falling down, a tree can send its roots to actually help that other tree recorrect itself. So we're gonna start strengthening each other from that magnitude, man. Like it always did. Y'all could have been anywhere, but y'all was here dealing with us tonight. One love, peace up, God, body, be up out of there.
Peace.